There's something undeniably magnetic about the connection between and in. It's not just the script, not just the carefully written longing glances or emotionally charged dialogue. It's something deeper, something that feels almost too real to be fictional. Their on-screen chemistry doesn't just tell a love story, it makes you feel like you're witnessing one unfold in real time. From the very first moment Belly and Conrad share the screen, there's a quiet intensity that lingers. It's not loud or overly dramatic. Instead, it simmers beneath the surface like a secret waiting to be uncovered. Lola Tung brings Belly to life with a softness that feels genuine, capturing the awkwardness, excitement, and vulnerability of first love. Opposite her, Briney delivers Conrad with a brooding charm, his silences often speaking louder than words ever could. What makes their chemistry so compelling is the balance they strike. Lola's openness contrasts beautifully with Christopher's restraint. When Belly looks at Conrad, there's hope, curiosity, and a touch of fear. And when Conrad looks back, there's something heavier, unspoken emotions, guarded affection, and a sense of internal conflict. That push and pull creates a tension that feels incredibly authentic. It's the kind of chemistry that doesn't rely on grand romantic gestures. Instead, it thrives in the small moments, the lingering eye contact, the almost touches, the conversations that say more in pauses than in words. A simple scene of them standing next to each other can feel more intimate than a full confession of love. Part of what makes this dynamic so believable is how natural both actors feel in their roles. Lola Tung doesn't just play Belly, she embodies her. Every smile, every tear, every moment of hesitation feels real. Similarly, Briney doesn't just portray Conrad's emotional walls, he makes you understand why they're there. Together, they create a relationship that feels layered and complex rather than one-dimensional. Their chemistry also thrives on imperfection. This isn't a flawless love story, it's messy, complicated, and sometimes frustrating. Belly doesn't always understand Conrad, and Conrad doesn't always know how to express himself. But that's exactly what makes it feel real. Love, especially first love, isn't perfect, and their portrayal captures that beautifully. Another key element is timing. The way their characters connect isn't rushed. It builds slowly, almost painfully, as if every moment is leading up to something inevitable. This slow burn allows the audience to invest deeply in their relationship. By the time emotions finally surface, it feels earned rather than forced. Off-screen, their dynamic only adds to the magic. While they maintain professionalism, there's a natural comfort between them that translates effortlessly on screen. Interviews, behind-the-scenes clips, and fan interactions all hint at a genuine respect and ease that enhances their performances. It's not about rumors or speculation, it's about the authenticity they bring to their work. Fans have noticed this too. Social media is filled with discussions about their chemistry, with many viewers admitting that it feels too real. Some even say it's hard to remember their acting at all. That's the power of truly great performances. They blur the line between fiction and reality. The storytelling of The Summer I Turned Pretty also plays a significant role. The show doesn't just focus on romance, it explores growth, identity, and the bittersweet nature of change. Belly and Conrad's relationship exists within this larger emotional landscape, making their connection feel even more meaningful. Their love isn't just about each other, it's tied to memories, family, and the passage of time. Visually, the show enhances their chemistry with soft lighting, warm summer tones, and carefully framed shots that highlight their closeness and distance. A simple scene on the beach or by the pool becomes charged with emotion when they're together. The setting almost mirrors their relationship. Beautiful, fleeting, and filled with moments that feel like they could last forever, even when they don't. Music also plays a crucial role in amplifying their connection. The carefully curated soundtrack adds another layer of emotion, turning already powerful scenes into unforgettable ones. When Belly and Conrad share a moment, the music doesn't just accompany it, it elevates it, making you feel every heartbeat, every hesitation, every unspoken word. What truly sets Lola Tung and Briney apart, though, is their ability to make you care. You don't just watch their story, you feel invested in it. You root for them, get frustrated with them, and sometimes even see parts of your own experiences reflected in their journey. That emotional connection is rare, and it's what makes their chemistry so unforgettable. In a world filled with countless romantic stories, it's not easy to stand out. Yet somehow their portrayal manages to do exactly that. It's not about being the most dramatic or the most intense. It's about being the most real. And in that authenticity lies their greatest strength. As the story continues to unfold, one thing remains certain. The chemistry between Lola, Tung and Christopher Briney isn't something you can easily ignore. It lingers long after the episode ends, staying with you in a way that feels almost personal. It's the kind of connection that reminds you why love stories matter in the first place, not because they're perfect, but because they're real, messy, and deeply human. And maybe that's why their chemistry feels so powerful, because somewhere between the scripted lines and carefully crafted scenes, they've created something that feels genuine, something that resonates, something that, even if just for a moment, makes you believe in the magic of love again. The chemistry between and doesn't just remain strong, it deepens, evolves, and in many ways becomes more complicated. Because once feelings are no longer hidden, everything changes. There's a vulnerability that comes with being seen, and both Belly and Conrad are suddenly forced to confront emotions they can no longer avoid. What makes this phase so captivating is how fragile everything feels. The tension that once lived in glances and silences now spills into words, arguments, and moments of raw honesty. Belly is no longer just the girl watching from a distance. She's part of the story now, and that shift brings both excitement and heartbreak. Lola Tung portrays this transformation beautifully, showing how love can make someone feel powerful and uncertain at the same time. Conrad, on the other hand, becomes even more layered. Christopher Briney leans deeper into Conrad's internal struggles, revealing cracks in the guarded exterior we saw before. His emotions don't come out in neat, poetic confessions. They emerge in messy, imperfect ways, and that's what makes it feel real. Love doesn't magically fix him. If anything, it forces him to face parts of himself he's been trying to ignore. Their chemistry in this stage is less about will they or won't they, and more about can they actually make this work? And that question hangs over every interaction. There's a sense that both of them want something real, but wanting and being ready are two very different things. The beauty of their connection lies in how it captures that exact moment in life when love stops being a dream and starts becoming a reality. It's no longer just about butterflies and stolen glances. It's about communication, timing, and emotional readiness. And sometimes, even when two people feel deeply for each other, those things don't align. There are moments when their chemistry feels almost overwhelming, like it's too much for them to handle. A simple argument can carry the weight of everything they haven't said. A quiet scene can feel louder than any dramatic confrontation. That intensity is what keeps viewers hooked, because it mirrors real-life relationships where emotions are rarely simple or easy to manage. At the same time, there's a lingering sense of nostalgia. Even as their relationship grows, you can feel them holding on to the innocence of what they once had. It's in the way Belly looks at Conrad, as if she's trying to reconcile the boy she used to dream about with the person standing in front of her now. And it's in Conrad's hesitation, as if he's afraid that letting someone in could change everything, including himself. What's particularly striking is how their chemistry doesn't disappear even in moments of conflict. In fact, it becomes stronger. Their arguments don't feel like a lack of connection. They feel like proof of how much they care. There's passion in their frustration, emotion in their distance. Even when they're pulling apart, something keeps drawing them back together. The storytelling continues to support this beautifully. The pacing allows their relationship to breathe, giving space for both the highs and the lows. Nothing feels rushed, which makes every emotional beat hit harder. You're not just watching scenes, you're experiencing the gradual unraveling and rebuilding of something deeply meaningful. Visually, the contrast becomes more noticeable, too. The warm, golden tones of summer are still there, but now they're often paired with moments of shadow and stillness. It's as if the world around them is reflecting their emotional state, beautiful, but no longer untouched by reality. And then there's the silence, the kind that says everything without a single word. Lola Tung and Christopher Briney have mastered the art of communicating through stillness. A look, a pause, a breath, they turn these into powerful storytelling tools. It's in these quiet moments that their chemistry feels the most undeniable, because it doesn't rely on dialogue to be understood. Fans continue to be drawn into this evolving dynamic, not just because it's romantic, but because it's honest. It shows that love isn't always about perfect timing or flawless communication. Sometimes it's about missed chances, misunderstood feelings, and learning the hard way what it means to truly care about someone. As this part of their story unfolds, one thing becomes clear: their chemistry isn't just about attraction, it's about connection. A connection that's tested, challenged, and sometimes even broken, but never completely lost. And that's what makes it so powerful. Because even when everything seems to fall apart, there's still something there, something unresolved, something unfinished, a feeling that maybe, just maybe, this isn't the end of their story. It's just another turning point. And with and bringing that journey to life, every moment feels like it matters. Every glance, every word, every silence, it all adds up to something unforgettable. Because some love stories aren't meant to be simple, they're meant to be felt.